Breaking overnight, some very serious news out of Newport News. Police are investigating two shootings. They tell us that one of those shootings turned deadly.
So the first shooting happened on Lewis Drive just before 11 o'clock. The second shooting was the deadly one. Now it happened on Circuit Lane just before midnight. And Elise Brown is live near that crime scene.
So Elise, are these two shootings connected? Do police know that yet?
Hey, good morning, Lucy and Ashley. So police are working to learn if these two shootings are connected. Police have cleared the scene. They've been gone for about 2 hours right now. We're on Circuit Lane. So this is what we know so far. We're told just before midnight, someone called police about a shooting here. When officers got here, they found a 23-year-old man who was shot multiple times and was pronounced dead on the scene. Now, about an hour before this, police were 5 miles away over on Lewis Drive. Detectives say there they found a man who was shot multiple times in the chest and torso. He was taken to the hospital. Right now, we're working to learn how he's doing. Lucy?
All right, Elise, do police know anything about the suspect at this point?
Yeah, right now they're working to learn who the suspects are. They're asking if you have any information to call the crime line. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Elise, thank you for that.